Lotto. Bring me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. He's acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. They thought I was gonna fall off, I hate to bring you bad news. There's so many rats, a bitch can't even see the floor.
What's up guys, it's Bobby with Maya. Welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title, today we are having a girl talk. We're just gonna have a little chit chat and I'm just gonna answer some questions in my own opinion. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, so the first question is how to cut off fake friends. So I feel like when it comes to fake friends, you should catch the red flags early on. So if you're seeing red flags early on, I feel like you should cut them off then and there, or I feel like you should at least have a talk or sit down with them before you jump to conclusions. But if you're constantly seeing red flags after having a sit down or a talk with them, you should cut them off immediately. And cut them off doesn't mean beef. Blocking doesn't mean beef. Like, you can literally cut somebody off and still be cordial with that person, which I feel like a lot of people don't understand necessarily. But yes, I do feel like you should cut them off earlier as seeing red flags, because if you cut them off of y'all being friends like longer, I feel like it's gonna hurt more and it's gonna be harder to cut them off, because you're going to be like, oh no, we've been friends for this long. Like, you're gonna come up with excuses to still remain friends with them. So that's how I feel when it comes to cutting off fake friends. This one is not necessarily a question, but it says standards. Okay, when it comes to standards, especially with dating, I feel like you should keep your standards very high, because if you know your worth, if you see yourself as having high standards, and if you see yourself just being the best, if you see yourself in like good spirits and awesome stuff like that, you should want someone else to see you just the same or even higher. So don't lower your worth because you like a guy or you feel like he's good. And if someone's treating you bad and they're not knowing your worth, leave the relationship, leave the friendship. That can even happen in friendships. If they're treating you a certain way and they're just making you feel down about yourself, you know your worth. Leave the friendship, leave the relationship, like just leave the situation altogether. The next question is, how do I convince my parents to let me wear long nails, lashes, and long hair? Okay, when it comes to stuff like this, honestly, I feel like it definitely depends on your age and how mature you are. Like, my mom let me start wearing false nails or acrylic nails when I turned 10 years old. So for my 10th birthday, I literally got my nails done with acrylics and I was so excited. And I feel like one of the reasons she let me do that is because I have always been very mature for my age. Like, I'm currently 15 and I'm more mature than adults in certain situations. And I'm definitely more mature than a lot of the people I'm cool with or friends with. And I feel like that's definitely one of the reasons she let me get it at that age, because I was very mature for being 10 years old. I also feel like it's how you're presenting yourself. When it comes to nails and lashes and long hair, it's like, how are you presenting yourself? You're having your nail. If y'all hear footsteps, that's my daughter, Princess. But anyways, when it comes to how you're presenting it, like if you're wearing long nails and you're showing it off, and you have like really long like braids or like hairstyles, and you're like twerking, trying to show your hair, like, you know, there's like, how are you presenting the stuff? You're wearing lashes and you think you're grown. Like, you don't want to get these things and start acting 10 times older than you actually are, because that's going to make your parents not want you to get it. So I definitely say act more mature, but don't act 10 times older than you are. you have to be, I feel like it starts at home. Like, you have to be responsible, you have to be mature, you have to show that you actually want this stuff, but without bragging about it, you know? Because everybody feels their self when they get their nails done, or when they have lashes on, when they have their hair and everything done, you know? You feel yourself, but like, don't go overboard with it, you know? So when it comes to convincing your parents, it definitely starts as how you're presenting getting these things. So on to the next question. The next question is how to maintain good grades. So, you know, it's summer currently, and school's about to start in about a month and a half, and I'm going into my sophomore year of high school, and last year I was in my 9th grade year of high school, which was my freshman year. So I feel like I kept a good ABC range. I feel like I didn't really fail last year. I really kept an ABC. But this year my goal is to keep only A's and B's. I don't want to have any more C's anymore, just for the fact if you're going into high school, GPA matters. Like, your GPA can go down this quick. Like, so when it comes to maintaining grades, I'm not gonna speak for middle school, elementary, because I feel like it's much more easier for middle school and elementary grading. But when it comes to high school, there's a lot of teachers who don't want to see you win, who don't want to see you do good. So I feel like when I saw those type of teachers, I was like, okay, that's all the teachers. But no, I went to my teachers, and I actually had conversations with them. I sat them down and asked them, why is my grade going down? Why is, like, am I missing stuff? And how can I get my grade up? And they actually will like cooperate with you and work with you to see you do better. But it is hard to have those type of teachers nowadays. But definitely just ask questions. And I also feel like going to tutorials, like, you can go to tutorials in each class once a month. Like, it's that easy. And I am trying to do better when it comes to grades, because I just want to get my GPA up. I want to do good, and I want to see myself succeed. So that's what I feel on how to maintain good grades. The next question is, how do I stay to myself? I feel like this kind of like hits home, because right now I'm currently working on staying to myself. I felt like the past 2 years I have had a lot of friends, like a lot. And then right now I'm just focusing on myself and perfecting my craft. I don't know if y'all know, but I do want to be a fashion designer and model my own clothes. I do want to do hair, and I want to vlog it all for you guys. And right now I'm focusing on perfecting my craft, because in 2021 I realized I wanted to do hair, and then the end of 2021 I suffered 2 losses that really like hurt me, and it just like kind of made me unmotivated to do hair. And then 2022 I had a situation that went on for about 6 months, and then I suffered a loss at the end of 2022 that really like broke me, like, honestly. And I kind of tried to, in a way, heal from it. And in the middle of 2023 I got back into doing hair. In 2024 I was doing hair as well, like practicing. And then now it's 2025, and I also suffered a loss recently. And this time I feel like it's different. I'm trying not to shut down again, and I'm trying to make this loss motivate me. So when it comes to staying to yourself, find a distraction. So for me, I'm finding a distraction in hair. I'm finding a distraction in music. I'm finding a distraction in God. God will get you through it. And if you don't believe in God, I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I do believe in God, and He's getting me through it. So that's how I feel like you should study yourself. The next question is period tips. So I feel like I'm not super experienced. Like, I haven't just had my period for like 4 or 5 years, so I'm not super experienced, but I feel like I know a little something. When it comes to school, definitely bring pads, bring disinfectant wipes, or like bring baby wipes. Bring, I wouldn't, for me, I don't bring an extra pair of underwear because I feel like I'm pretty good at positioning my pad the right way to where it doesn't like leak through my underwear, especially at school. So but I do feel like bring an extra pair of pants possibly, you know. What else? Period tips. I feel like a heating pad is a good investment. Get a heating pad. Especially, I'm going to get a portable heating pad for this year because it depends on how your cramps are. If your cramps are really bad, get a heating pad. For me, what I use during my period, I use either ibuprofen or Tylenol, and that helps my period cramps for a few hours. But everybody's period is different. Y'all's might be heavier, y'all's might hurt worse. Everybody's body is different, but those are the little tips that I have for me and my period. And also, if you have cravings, go get that craving. Like, it don't matter about gaining weight, it doesn't matter about what anybody says. Go get your cravings. You're on your period. Like, it's the same thing if you're pregnant. Go get those cravings, girl. Like, but yeah, those are my little tips. The last and final question is, how do I deal with drama? So I feel like when it comes to drama, in my 9th grade year, I did experience a handful of drama or a handful of situations, and I feel like that was the same for 8th grade year. I don't know, it's like the same group of people. Like, so when it comes to drama, don't respond back. Like, if it's internet drama, don't respond back. If it's drama after school, honestly, don't say nothing back. Act like you don't even know they exist. Like, and I should have took this advice. Well, I did take this advice in certain situations. And if it gets to a point where you have to go to the principal office, go to the principal office. Like, I don't care if you think it's snitching, go to the principal office. Like, if it gets to that point. Also, drama, I feel like don't fight. There was so many times where I was like, okay, they're getting on my nerves, or I'm just about to fight. Like, there was so many times where I was just like, I'm just done with the situation. Let's just fight it out. You know, but honestly, don't fight. Because I've seen a lot of people fight in my school. Well, not a lot of people. I've seen a handful of people fight in my school, and their situation is actually really bad now. Like, if they fight again, they're going to jail, or if they fight again, they're getting on probation. Like, it's so much stuff that I didn't seen, and it's like, don't fight. Don't fight. Avoid the drama if you can. Don't walk in the drama. If someone's coming and telling you drama, don't listen to the drama. Don't go tell people the drama. Like, I don't care if that's your closest friend. Don't go tell them the drama, because it's no reason. Just keep it to yourself. You know the drama, and that's all that matters. Like, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications on so you never miss an upload. Bye. Me. And without further ado, this was Bobby with Maya signing in, and now I'm signing out. Bye, guys. Love you guys.